2023. It is 6 p.m. and I now call the San Juan Economic Development Corporation meeting to order. Our first item on the agenda is our Pledge of Allegiance. All rise, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This item is our roll call. I'll begin with Ms. Martha.
Benarjona.
Roman Flores, board member.
Arturo Guajardo Jr.
Marco Villegas, Mayor Pro Tem.
Our next item is our public comments. Do we have anybody registered for public comments?
A few items on the director's report that I'd like to share, and obviously there's some others on executive session. The first one is that I just wanted to touch up with you on the hotel, the Home 2 Suites. That one, if you have driven by there, there's a lot of progress. They have not done the slab, but they're working on the, I'm assuming, on the foundation. Obviously, the plumbing seems to be like pretty much all there already, but they're going pretty fast. We may see that it's taking a while, but the foundation is what takes the longest. Once we get the foundation out of the way, you'll see that the things is going to, start going up pretty fast. But they're working on it pretty fast as well. McDonald's, if you notice, up on the Nolana, they're about maybe 60% completed already, and they're going pretty fast. I think they're ahead of schedule. They're supposed to finish within a certain time frame, and they're about maybe a couple of weeks ahead of that. Care Now, we had a ribbon cutting at the Care Now Urgent Care. This is right next to the bank of I Road and the frontage, which is Texas National Bank. Right next to it. We had on September the 26th at 11 a.m. in the morning. It was. Also, I want to thank all of you guys that attended the City Hall ribbon cutting. It was an amazing event. I know some of you couldn't make it, but it was very well attended. We had over 300 people, 500 people, más o menos, maybe more. Again, thank you for participating. Thank you for being there. And for those of you who couldn't make it, we understand. I know you were busy, but if you'd like to come over, we can give you a tour of the building. It's a beautiful building, state of the art. It's probably one of the nicest, if not the nicest building in or city hall in the whole RGV. And that's, they're there, right. We're about maybe 95% completed as far as bringing the stuff over from the old EDC to the new EDC. We have a couple of items that we need to bring over.
I did talk to the supervisor. That I told them that we were not out. They said they were just gonna forgive me because I was doing all this.
Was there a time frame?
Yeah,
So they're working with us.
Well, that's not a whole lot of time. It's just a couple of days.
Good.
As a matter of fact, we're supposed to go over, see what's left, and there's a couple of bin boxes that we have. Just put everything in there. We'll talk to the parks guys and help us out with the whole move. But it shouldn't take too long. I want to say by Friday, we should be pretty much clear.
El Mezquite Pollos. Okay.
Pollos Asados, we had the ribbon cutting on the 16th. It was a good event as well. And also, they're going to be there at the new City Hall. I'm still working on the hours of their operations. I want to say it's Monday. I don't know if they're going to work on Mondays because in Pollo Mezquite, they're closed on Mondays. That's when they rest. But the food is delicious.
It's not going to work. You have a kitchen in the...
They have a kitchen, but it's not going to be where they're going to be actually fully cooking the meals. They're going to prep them and bring them over.
Sell to the public there?
Yes, sir. They're going to sell to the
To
public.
all the public.
Whoever wants to go.
And there's a place to eat there?
Yeah, we have tables outside also.
I saw the ones outside,
Yeah.
but not inside? Nomás afuera?
There's some tables inside.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hoping that hopefully by Monday, they're ready to go. They were supposed to have done it this week, but, they're still working on the mill work that they want to do just nice. They did some brickwork inside of their little cafe. It looks beautiful. The food is delicious. If you haven't tasted the food from Pollo Mezquite, I invited, all of you guys need to go over, taste it, it's delicious, good food. Pollo asado is probably I don't know, it's a good taste.
How about a meeting room? Is there one in the court, in the city hall, like to have these meetings, or you're gonna continue to have them here?
So if, like, let's say for instance, today, we could have it at the EOC. It's a big building, a big office, Emergency Operating Command Center.
Oh, which is inside the
City Hall.
I was just wondering, I mean, just for me, for my knowledge, so is the city gonna be meeting there or here?
No,
From
we're
here
going to
on?
continue meeting
They
here,
just continue
because there's
meeting.
instances where there's a lot of people, and I think this is more suitable for the people to come over, yes. There's a flyer, a couple of flyers that we just passed out. One of them is the ICSC, the Red River, the one that we have every year on a yearly basis, which is the ICSC. This is the one for the EDC meetings. It'll be taking place January the 31st to February the 2nd. If you guys like to attend, let us know now so that we can book the flights, get the hotel rooms ahead of time, because they're a little bit cheaper now than as closer it gets to the deadline. So again, it's January the 31st to February the 2nd. If you'd like to attend, please let Ms. Martha let her know that you guys are going to be attending, por favor, so that we can do the arrangements. Here. And then the last one that I have is for the spot. They have a soft opening going on as we speak. Ms. Yolanda La Cruz invited all of you guys to go over and visit with them, and then maybe have a meal or some drinks or whatever. And there's for family and friends. I told Ms. De La Cruz that I'm going to be. Friday, and again, they just called us today for the ribbon cutting. It's not on the calendar. We haven't sent anything out because I just got the call like around maybe 3:30 to 4. So the ribbon cutting will be at 6 in the afternoon on Friday.
They had a few customers yesterday, because I think two of the trailers were already open. Looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. No, they were serving already. They were. This is what's in the envelope. It's the same thing.
Inviting every single one of you to attend on Friday for the ribbon cutting. And the last one is there was now the ribbon cutting for El Torres Insurance, Torres Group, or
I think it's top
Group Insurance. That they wanted that's the ribbon cutting tomorrow, Thursday at 5. If you can attend, by all means, it's there. This is the place before on North Raul Longoria, before Subway. Right inside, there's a small building with maybe about 5 or 6 suites.
Awesome. All right, very good. Do we have John on? If not, Ben, maybe we could just get him on the phone and put him on a mic. We don't need him, we don't need to be looking at him.
That's me. Yeah, he just disconnected. He was on.
Cell phone, okay? Hold on. Are you there? John?
Hello, hello.
Hey, John, since we're having issues with the computer, we could just talk to you over the phone, if that's okay with you.
Yes, no problem at all.
Okay. What do you got for us?
So, as you know, we've been waiting on the preliminary engineering and environmental report from Melton and Hunt. Miss Kelly, or not Kelly, is it Kelly Bella?
Yes, Kelly.
Miss Bella,
This is in
emailed
reference,
me.
this is in reference to the, Genesis project?
correct,
Okay.
correct. So she emailed me early September and let me know that TxDOT had, placed the project on hold, and they had been pending basically some approvals from TxDOT, but they had gotten those approvals, and then they were going to be starting on the preliminary engineering and the environmental report that is required for the EDA submission. So right now, I'm pending those reports, which are required and are a bulk of the application itself, the detailed information. So once those reports are received, I can submit the EDA grant for the Genesis project. So besides the Genesis project, I had met with Mr. Arjona and discussed, threw out some ideas, and I wanted to bring it up to you all to see what the council thought. So what I was thinking is that while we're also working on grants for the EDC specifically to provide funding for the community, we can also create a newsletter for the community that highlights opportunities for them to privately go after their own kind of funding, but it basically shows them the fundings that are available, what kind of businesses are available to apply for that funding, etc. So that's just an idea I had thrown out with Ben to kind of, have the EDC in a different way help the community apply and get funding. So we wouldn't be applying for each of these businesses, of course. This would just be a newsletter that the EDC would then share with the community and the different businesses that, so that they can, apply for these opportunities that aren't available through the EDC.
Not a bad idea. Why not?
Just something, it would benefit the community. There's lots of different, smaller grants that are tailored towards small businesses that, can definitely bring San Juan up. So it's just an idea that I discussed with Mr. Arjona, and I wanted to bring to the council's attention.
Okay. Hey, so back to the EDA application.
Yes.
What are the
Yes, sir.
timelines? Is there a time frame that we have to submit by?
So this is it's a rolling application. Ideally, we would want to submit before the end of this month, because then, they start discussing funding for the next year. Ideally, this is when we would want to get it in, assuming that we can get those reporting, the engineering report and the environmental report done. But that is ideal if we can get it done before this next funding cycle, the budget. They start talking about the budgets. So by the end of the month would be preferred. But of course, we can always submit this in November, December, January, whenever those reports are done and completed.
Going off of my memory, John, I remember that the success rate is contingent upon how shovel-ready the project is, one, and two, whether there was a matching capability from the entity that's applying. Is that still the case?
So with EDA grants, the matching is a requirement for most cases. However, because San Juan is an economically distressed, low-income area, there's a possibility that the EDC gets a higher cost share from the EDA. So yes, that's definitely part of it. The other part is the shovel ready, all of that plays into the preliminary engineering and the environmental reports. So once those reports are done, that really is, for the EDA at least, a shovel ready project that is ready to go once you've done all those kinds of reports. So although we have lots of design done. It's those engineering and the environmental reports that the EDA really looks at.
Okay. Well, I want, at least from my, speaking for myself, I want you to really focus on that for us, man, because we don't have an alternative right now. If you don't make this happen for us, I'm afraid that this thing will fall off the cliff on us. So we really, really, really need to make this happen.
No, definitely. And again, Mrs. Stella got back to me early September to let me know that she would be starting on those reports. So as soon as those are completed, we can move forward here.
Okay, cool. I just wanted you to realize the sense of urgency from our group for your team, you know, that we really need your help here.
Yes, of course. I completely understand.
Anyone else have any questions for John or comments for John?
I just feel that exactly what you stated right now, we can't lose focus on that and really, and whatever we need to do on our behalf, let us know immediately, Mr. Arjona, so we can, you know, be on par with what we need to be
Of course.
submitting
Or
anything like that, to that effect.
Yes, of course. And like I said, once this engineering and the environmental reports are completed, then we can definitely move forward.
God, thank you. That's all I have.
All right, thank you for your time, John. Appreciate you guys.
Yes, of course.
All right,
No problem. I hope you all have a great day.
take care.
What I think they're asking is what's going to be our commitment for Genesis. So I haven't discussed that with it because I want to discuss that with you all first. But I think that that'll be like in a meeting setting as to this is what we have as far as on our budget. I don't want to go too high. I don't want to go too low tampoco. So I need to maybe dialogue a little bit more with Mr. Riggs and see what's a good number. Because the last thing we want is like we can participate 300,000 where we could participate with 50,000, 100,000 or whatever, you know.
Right, and we don't want to hurt our chances of getting that money either by lowballing.
Well, this is on the tech side,
Realistic.
right? This is on the tech side. As you recall, they're willing to participate on the concrete, on the curbs and stuff like that. But they're asking also, how much money are you willing to commit to this project? So whether it's
That project is all on the EDC's fund, right? It's not on the city, or does the city
the
participate anyway?
EDC side. However, I think because it's going to be a joint project, maybe the city can also participate on something like that. Right,
Infrastructure we can handle.
right. So there's a lot of stuff that we can actually do, like you said, infrastructure. We need to relocate some of that. We can do it in-house. If it's going to be in a monetary type of form, we can always participate on something like that as well.
And we need to fire a little bit on Brian's group on ERO for his help. I mean, I thought I heard that TxDOT is the one to blame for putting a hold on it, right? But I hope our team is doing everything to have everything ready to go.
What he's pretty much saying is that in order for us to proceed with submitting the grant is we need to have it, like you said, shovel ready. So there's some items that they're not ready yet, such as the.
Is on Meldon and Hunt or ERO? Meldon and Hunt? He called me yesterday, Mario Reina, but I missed his call, and I called him back today, and he didn't answer. That guy's got a lot on his plate también.
I'm going to be meeting with Brian
But
tomorrow.
we need to push it.
See, I'm going to be meeting with Brian tomorrow at noon, so I'll ask that.
Yeah, man, we
See
need
where
to,
they're at.
they need to realize that it's
for sure.
important to us.
No, we'll do, definitely. Thank you.
Any other comments for that, from Mr. Arjona on that? Okay. All right, if not, then we'll jump over to, I guess that covers 7.1 discussion on the downtown revitalization plan. John covered that, or is there any other discussion on the downtown revitalization plan? Then we'll move on to item 7.2, discussion and possible action, if any, on approving EDC proposed budget for the fiscal year 2023, 2024. You guys had an opportunity to look at that budget. I took the time and liberty to go meet with Mr. Arjona and the finance director, and they answered all my questions. So to me, I was satisfied with everything they told me, and we got a healthy fund balance in the bank.
So just so you know, on that page 24, the fund balance that we currently have, it's listed there at 1.9. That's what we have set aside already. That's our money. And the projected total monies for this fiscal year is at 1.7.
So you'll add those two together. All right, that's what you're saying.
So those are the projected monies that are coming in. That
Right.
will be coming in. More than last year and the year before, because we've been growing like steadily, anywhere between 7 to 10%.
Healthy with that, in that aspect.
Looks good to me. With that, I'll entertain a motion to approve the budget as submitted. You've got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries unanimously. Then I'll move on to item 7.3, discussion possible action, if any, on sponsorship promotional for the RGV Literacy Center, 11th Annual Boots and Bling Gala on Thursday, November the 9th, 2023, at the Edinburgh Memorial Events Center. Do we have anybody here for the annual Boots and Bling
But
Gala?
I do know that they did come the last time, right? And then she left again, and then they've been calling, and then we've had no meetings the next two times. And so, with that, I mean, we did,
So
This is
you've
the last
been in
time.
contact with them? They came to you, Mark?
no, what's her name came, and then when she dropped it off, didn't she, Mrs., yes, Esmeralda, yes.
Esmeralda.
Name is Jennifer, yes.
Esmeralda Adame, the lady on the letter here?
Yeah.
What are they asking for? What have we done in the past? Do we know?
I know that we did.
Do you know what are they asking for, Martha? 25?
Huh? Where's this, Steve?
You guys gotta stretch, you guys, I say, because I'll be leaving. You guys gotta stretch this budget, man. And it's just starting.
But,
It's here, literature. So, yeah.
Is it?
But that one is,
1,000?
We've done 2,500 in the past.
Yeah. There's no 15 was up to the one. I say give them 1,000 because I know that this is the beginning of the year.
Whatever the wishes of the board are.
I think a good conservative would be 1,000. I'll move to donate. I'll do the literacy treasure, the $1,000 donation.
a second.
Got a motion and a second to donate $1,000 for this literacy group. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item is 7.4, discussion possible action, if any, on sponsorship promotional for the Keep San Juan Beautiful Cook-Off event, September 30th. Oh, that one already passed. September 30th, 2023. Do we have anybody for the San Juan promotional? You with the group? What you got? You want to come up to the podium?
You didn't bring any board members or anything?
El Garza with San Juan Beautiful, I'm representative for the board, but the board's not here, but I had requested this way before. Just apparently, you all didn't have a quorum.
What is this group? I've heard about it, but I don't really know.
We do projects for the city. We beautify the city. We help people out in need when they have like a home for say that needs painting or restructuring. We're going to step in there on board. Those are the plans for this year. Putting up Keep San Juan Beautiful sign and saying another project.
401c3 nonprofit?
We're not a 401c3 yet.
Is it under the city? Like
We're under the city. Am I right, Mr. Warner? We're still under you guys, the city.
Who independent?
I know they had applied in the past. They never got the
So like there's a
nonprofit
board, I'm
organization.
assuming? I mean, like, I'm not familiar with it.
What?
So who, like, how did the board come about? They just like,
That was appointed by the commission.
The commission.
oh, that's what I was asking.
Set up the board, they have their own bylaws.
Oh, so
Let
the
me ask
city's council appointed the board?
Let me ask you, and it's just but, you know, and I see you doing a lot of hard work. I mean, you, through the headaches and all this kind of stuff, you're here asking for the money. And being the director of the public works, doesn't the board supposed to take care of that, or the president? And you're just, as a lay, you know, you work with them? It just seems to me that you're taking on all the weight, and you're an employee, and you're taking all the weight, and, you know, and it's a lot of work. And so as far as the board's concerned, and I think.
Well, I can't produce the board meeting. I think this meeting has been canceled like twice already.
Yeah.
So it's very hard. I didn't even know about the meeting. I got called by Ms.
And I
Martha.
understand,
So that's why I'm here, but this meeting was in way before for a sponsorship. We did it last year. We got a sponsorship from the EDC last year, so again, we're here asking
And I
for
admire
sponsorship.
that. I mean, you tried
How do you,
and worked hard, you know?
how was the, the fundraiser? Did we pick up, how much money? Did we
I
pick up?
believe we deposited 12,000 plus into the city of
12,000?
revenue, yes, that's
To
good,
the city?
Into the city?
into the city. And we still haven't collected from the promoter either. We still need to collect.
You haven't collected from
No,
the
sir.
promoter yet?
So, whatever is deposited doesn't come to our coffers.
That's what
It
I'm
goes to their
wondering.
organization.
The organization, yes.
You're just holding their money and then they
Right.
spend it and then you just give it back to them?
Well, do you,
Doesn't
what
come
was
to
your
us. It's
expenditures?
to
Do you all
their-
know? Do you have
to
a
their-
number?
I have the numbers for the city meeting to prepare myself for the city meeting. I have those
Expenditures
numbers.
that you all, because is that after expenditures or?
No, that's not after expenditure, that's
So
what we just
the 12,000
deposited.
is not with expenditures yet?
No, sir.
The noise sponsorship.
This, I guess this sponsorship donation, I see, I may be wrong, is for, the request is for 2,500, right?
No, sir.
What was the request, how much
The
was the
request,
request?
I didn't request 2,500, I just requested whatever was in your heart to give.
There is no
There's no-
levels.
There's no level. No, sir.
Okay, so this is not gonna be ratification, this is gonna be a straight up, you're requesting donation for an event that already happened?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That has 12,500 in the bank right now.
Well, not in our bank, in the city bank.
Account.
It's the cities with line item that has to do with them.
With the beautiful coaching
How
board.
much of the city, and I know this, but those expenditures in the city?
Call on the city side, what we did, we partnered with Keep San Juan Beautiful Board. So what we did was, we participated with the grounds, and what was the other one? It was that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah, pretty much it.
No, not PD.
The use of the facilities.
No, so that's what we partnered with them.
Oh, that's where
It
you
was just on the
partnered.
facility side.
So that's
And in this
3,000.
case, you're stretching it as a promotional expense to the
Or no, or donation? Okay, well, no, the donation. Well, last year we,
It was just a donation last year.
That shit was a promotional. It's here on the budget. It's under promotional expense.
Those 3,000, you said it was because we went within, working with them, right?
That was part of the participation.
Part of the participation, okay. And was that including for the tickets? For the sale of the ticket, do we get the $3 or how much did we get?
We're supposed to get $1 from the ticket sales or from whatever was coming out, $1 from the Cokes and water sales that were going out. So a total of $2.
How many sponsors did you have, Blackie, for the,
I had quite a few sponsors. I'm not exactly off my head. No, it wasn't that many, maybe like seven maybe sponsors.
So do you have anything in writing that tells
It's just that I didn't expect you all were going to ask me these questions because this is not a city commission, so the CDC, so I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this meeting.
City Commission, we asking you this because it's EDC board.
Yes, but I wasn't prepared for this meeting, so.
I'm gonna recommend that we discuss this in an executive session so we can talk about this a little bit more in depth. On my end,
A motion
well, we
or?
could just go into the executive session with it, you're saying, so do not act on it right now and discuss it in executive session? Just defer to executive session, come back and act on it?
take action on it, yeah.
We can do that. Okay. Wait a little bit longer, Greg. We might call you in there as well.
That's fine.
Thank you. Do we have anything else? Okay, 7 now, that's the only action item that we have left. Our next item is Number 8, executive session. The San Juan Economic Development Corporation will convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Vernon Statutes and Codes Annotated, Government Code Chapter 551.071, consultation with attorney, Texas Government Code 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. The time is now 6:36 PM. Do I have a motion to go into executive session? I got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. This meeting is now in executive session at 6:36 PM. All right.
Little breakfast?
The time is now 7:14, and we are out of executive session, so we are reconvening this San Juan Economic Development Corporation meeting. We had one item that we moved into executive session that was out here on the action items, which was a sponsorship for the Keep San Juan Beautiful, right?
Yes.
Do I have a motion for anything?
I make a motion that we donate we do a $1,000 donation to Keep Someone Beautiful.
We've got a motion. And a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
For the record, I did not vote. Abstain.
Mr. Ramirez abstains from the vote. 2-4. And from executive session, we do not have any action on A, B, C, D, or F. But we do have, as discussed in executive session.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to go ahead and execute as discussed in executive.
Second. We've got a motion to approve what we discussed in executive session and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
This meeting is now adjourned. I wish you guys the best of luck, man. I'm a phone call away if I can help you with anything.
Thank you.
Nick?